I'm thinking of getting a PO box and I keep forgetting to tell you guys why. So let's do that right now, wearing the same shirt that was in my last video, which means that it's being filmed on the same day, so I'm on a bit of a roll. But now I'm a little bit more perky. It's probably because I had a nap at like 5 p.m. and was just dead for about an hour. And now it's almost 10 p.m. and I have a little bit too much energy for this time of day, which means I'm probably not going to sleep well again. And then probably tomorrow is also going to be really tiring. I'll be so exhausted. But that's tomorrow me's problem. Right now, let's talk about the PO box thing. And okay, so first question, why do I need a PO box? Well, I do occasionally send things to people. Right now, mainly to Scribe Chronicler, my top cult member on Patreon. Thank you so much. Shout out Scribe Chronicler. But also, sometimes people still buy things from Rainbow Death Ray, which was my old girl band way back. We still have CDs and zines. And yeah, I need a return address when I'm sending things out to people, and it can't be my home because I have an online presence, so obviously issues of privacy and like safety and so on, and also like being a small female adds to that. So yeah, I need a return address, and how I've been getting by lately is, well, in the past year I've had my studio, my art studio. I can just put that as my return address. In the past I've sort of, sometimes put my dad's work address, or I've just like not put anything at all and taken that risk, or maybe just put my email, so like, maybe the post office could email me if it gets stuck or whatever. But no, I've been using my studio, except I am leaving the studio at the end of the month. And then I won't have a return address anymore. So yeah, I need something. And a PO box is like the obvious option. But so, yeah, I guess I'm thinking about that. But I have had someone offer to let me use their PO box as a return address. So like I could do that for free. But if I have my own one, like I'm a little bit worried if I use their PO box, and obviously I wouldn't give it out. But if I'm sending things to people, eventually that could be leaked, and then people could be sending this person stuff thinking that it's going to me when actually it's not. And I'm just a little bit hesitant to put someone in that position. I don't know that they realize that that is a possibility, because does anyone trust the internet? I think if you haven't watched Internet Historian, you can see what the internet can get up to when it really wants to be full of mischief, and it's actually quite fun. But maybe being on the receiving end of that is not what this person wants. So should I get my own one? And then the other advantage of getting my own one is if anyone did want to send me fan mail for some reason, even though I'm a small YouTuber, that could be a possibility. I could receive things, you could send me stuff, and I don't know, it could be interesting. I'm not really sure how much I want to do that, but no, and I should mention one of the issues with allowing people to send me stuff, if this was 10 years ago, probably not a problem, but these days tracking devices exist, and I know that they're a lot easier to use these days. I think some of them might not work in Australia, but I don't want to take that risk. So I actually, if we did this, if I got the PO box and said, hey guys, you can send me stuff, I'm going to tell you right up front that I'm not going to be doing blind unboxings of whatever you're sending me, partly because I don't trust you, partly because of the tracking issue, and so like, to avoid tracking, I'd probably go to like the local library or maybe a park nearby and just like open things up, have a look. I know that like you can get things to scan for tracking devices, but I can't be bothered, and I know different devices can pick up different things, so like, my phone's Android, I'd probably need to get an Apple one to check whether there are Apple tags and, yeah, whatever else, and I just can't be bothered to go through that. So I would just open everything, check it, make sure you're not sending a glitter bomb to my house, for example, and anything else. And then the other thing is, like, dodgy things that people might send me, I would like to screen that, and if it was particularly dodgy, I could just go straight up to the police station and be like, hey, someone has sent me this. In fact, if someone sent me a tracking device, I might actually go straight up to the police station and be like, hey, someone is trying to stalk me. But yeah, so that's an upfront thing. If I do the PO box thing, don't try anything dodgy. So with that out of the way, knowing that you can't really do much mischief, is anyone interested in that? But even if you're not interested in sending me things, thinking about the logic of getting a PO box, should I do it? It'll be cheaper than having the studio, that's for sure. And then, yeah, I guess if I just get one, then I won't have to worry about stuff. But it does cost money. But on the other hand, I'm kind of stingy, right? Like, I'm living with my parents, it's not that big a deal, so maybe I should just do it. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. So if you have an opinion, like, yeah, you can comment on this video, but I also have an actual poll set up in my community tab. I will put a link in the description, and I will put a link in like a pinned comment. And if you leave a comment and I don't have an indication that you already voted, I will probably reply to you with that link, just to be extra annoying and be like, hey, vote in the thing. Thank you to everyone who has already voted. I think there were 11 people at the time of filming this, possibly more by the time I upload it, but yeah, that's something I'm thinking about. Would like your input because I'm still umming and ahhing. I think overall it seems like a sensible kind of thing to do, but they have like this, like, I think at the start of the month, they'll give you like a discount, because it goes from like April to March is the lease term, but because, like, you know, April is kind of soon, so if I get one now, I pay for 3 months, but it's already almost the end of January, so it's in my interests to wait until the start of February and then apply and pay just for 2 months, and then for the next year. Yeah, so I've got like, you know, 10 days or so to figure out whether or not I want to do this, so get your feedback in. Would be interesting to hear if anyone wanted to send me stuff, but also kind of terrifying. It's originally just because I need a return address, and anytime I need to send something, like, I've always been like, oh my god, what do I put? But if I get a PO box, that solves that problem. I don't have to annoy the person who has offered to let me use theirs as a return address. And then, yeah, people could send me stuff, and I think that would probably solve most things. I'm just, yeah, is it worth it? Should I do it? There you go. Short video, it's less than 10 minutes. Oh my goodness, the world is going to end once again. Thank you to the Sect on Screen, Solar Scribe, Chronicler, my top cult member, and also thank you to my other cult members, and also thank you to my t-shirt cult members, which is anyone who's bought my merch. I really should get on to doing more of that kind of stuff, because I need some more white t-shirts for when it's like hot weather in Sydney. Although yesterday, at the time of filming yesterday, was when I was wearing all white, and I was actually wearing a skirt which you couldn't see on camera, and it was like 30 degrees, and then today it's been 20 degrees, and I'm like, come on, the weather is more moody than I am. Can't we have a nice 25-degree day? But, you know, it's meant to be summer, so actually having temperatures under 30 is quite nice. But when the temperatures come back above 30, I'm going to need more white t-shirts because I just don't have that many. And the main thing I'm doing is walking my dog, you know, and so I probably, like, you know, most of my stuff is black. I need a few more white shirts. So I want to get some of my designs printed on a white shirt, and then if anyone else wants one, I'll set that up. But oh my god, I haven't even set up Spreadshop yet. How come I have this energy now when it's too late in the day for me to actually do anything, because I've got to start getting ready for bed, and then during the day I just can't concentrate and I waste my life. Having mental illnesses and the lack of discipline, all that kind of stuff is frustrating, but I'm doing my best, and we'll see what tomorrow's like, and well done me making more videos. I'm gonna go and turn off the camera before we get over 10 minutes and or I hurt myself. Bye.